So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have watched till Dijkstra's algorithm, single source shortest path. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, so I make videos on GATE, CS and IT. So I'll be joining IIT Kharagpur soon for MTech. So there I don't know how much time I will get to make videos, so that's why I'm trying to make more videos now. So if you do love watching my videos, please do like, share with your friends who are preparing, and please do subscribe. So this is just a request, okay, and please click the bell icon. So please do subscribe and please click the bell icon so that it can reach more people, and only this I can get that people are watching. See, YouTube is free. I hope these videos are helpful to you. So just don't waste more time and make this video longer. Let's go and move to our Bellman-Ford algorithm. Okay, so if you haven't watched till Dijkstra, so I will suggest you to go in my playlist in DAA. There I have completed time complexity, space complexity with all the not all, I mean most of the GATE questions. Then divide and conquer I have done. Then greedy, we are doing greedy now. Okay, so just two algorithms are left, and then we will complete greedy and we will move on to dynamic. Before completing greedy, we will do PYQs also, so hold on for that. So now next is Bellman-Ford algorithm. Okay, so this is also called single source shortest path. So just remember this, because maybe there is another Floyd-Warshall algorithm where it is all pair shortest path. Okay, so that is different with this two, Dijkstra and this Bellman-Ford, because it is particular source to every point. It is giving you the shortest path, not every vertex. Okay, so this is the main difference here. So Bellman-Ford, I haven't seen much questions, not any questions regarding algorithm coming to given a whole like this graph and you have to find out anything. I haven't seen. The main question which comes is that this type of questions. See, the main thing in Bellman-Ford, that if a graph is given and if we apply Bellman-Ford, either it will say no negative cycle is present, or yes, shortest path, then it will find its shortest path. Okay, so this is very important. So this and Dijkstra, they all kind of mix it up and give questions. So this is very important to remember this, because this difference and this kind of questions are very common in GATE, like negative weight cycle and this single source shortest paths algorithms. Okay, so this is very important. So I hope you make a note of it and write it in your short notes wherever, so that it can be like visually present in front of you, because these are very you can get confused with the statements. Like the statements will be given, I used to get confused, maybe I still get confused. So if you read it very well to actually get the answer. Okay, so now this is main point, and this will suggest advantage. This algorithm has a special feature where it says that a graph has negative weight cycle or not. This is a simple thing. It is an advantage, because it will say yes, a negative weight cycle is present, or no, it is no negative weight cycle is present. And the disadvantage is time complexity is more compared to Dijkstra's algorithm. What is its time complexity? We will see while we'll do our algorithm. So now let's move on to our algorithm. So now let's see this algorithm of Bellman-Ford. Okay, so let's have a look in this algorithm once. So Bellman-Ford, GWS are taken. So G is graph, W is our weight matrix, and S is our starting symbol. Okay, so initialize single source. We have to initialize first. So initializing will take order of V. V is our number of vertices. Okay, so now there is a for loop for I equals to 1 to G dot V minus 1. Okay, so this will take V minus 1 times it will run. So from I to V minus 1 time it will run. So for each edge U and V, for each edge in there exists G dot T. So see, this is for each edge. Okay, so this will run for e times, means number of edge times. So relax, see this relax key is if you have seen Dijkstra, then you will understand it better. The decrease key, we are calling the decrease key. Okay, so this will take order of 1 time. So okay, so now for each edge u comma v, there exists g dot belongs to g, sorry I confused mathematical logic, belongs to g dot e. Okay, so this is belongs to, okay, I was just thinking it as mathematical logic, and there exists, I was thinking, so there exists is this, and this is belongs to. So now belongs to g dot v e, if this is same as almost same as our previous Dijkstra's algorithm. So v dot e, if it is greater than u dot d plus this weight between u and v, so the previous weight which was present plus the weight we need to cover. So if that is lesser than the actual v dot d, so we have to say this is false, and if it is not, then we are going out of the loop and we are returning true. Okay, so now this is it. So this is this kind of questions are not very asked in GATE, but since anyways we are doing the algorithm, so we have done this. So first is Bellman-Ford's 3 variables are declared here. G, W, S. G is our graph, W is our weight matrix, S is our starting symbol. So initialize a single source. Every time we are initializing, this will go till order of V for vertices V. So for I is equals to 1 to g dot v minus 1, this will run to v minus 1 times. For each edge u comma v belongs, okay, this is belongs to, I was thinking there exists, belongs to g dot e, we have to relax the edges. Okay, now for each edge u and v belongs to g dot e, if this is the condition, return false, or if this we are going out of the loop if it is not the condition. Okay, so now let's see the time complexity. So this part, this is v minus 1, okay, and this is running for each this is for loop, inside for loop this is going. Okay, so this is order of e, so v into e, so it can be said as order of ve. Okay, this is part is order of ve, this is order of e, and this is a simple complexity, and this is e. So total the highest will be order of v and e. So this is our time complexity. Time complexity of Bellman-Ford is order of VE. Okay, so this is greater than our previous one, that is Dijkstra's algorithm. Okay, so now let's see an example, then we will move on to our last algorithm of greedy. Okay, so now let's see this example. So this is our given graph. Okay, so now we have to find single source shortest path like in Bellman-Ford algorithm. So now let's see this graph. So this is our source vertex, this is t, y. So from source it is directed graph, so it takes 6 to reach this, 7 to reach this. From here it is minus 2, see my direction is opposite, and it is taking minus negative edges also. So first is put infinity like we have done in Dijkstra's algorithm. So now this is it. So one thing I would like to mention here that, so while drawing the graph from your computer screen in GATE, or while you are preparing or test series or anything practice questions you are doing, so from computer when you are drawing the graph, please try to write the graph. See, it's like this here, all this 6 to this actually t to z and y to x, maybe this is overlapping. Okay, so try to write the graph like this at the some point where it is not overlapping, and write the edge weight just near to this edge. Okay, so then you will not get confused. This is just a small tip, you can use it, or else it will just be so hectic to understand which is which. Okay, so just it. So this is our order given. Okay, like not order given, you can this is the order we are doing. So this example is from Coreman. So now first step, this is our first step. So this is S is our source vertex. So S we are taking this 6 and 7, 2 outgoing edges are there. So this infinity is changed to 6 and 7. 6 and 7 are now new edge weights, not weight, the cost is here. So now previously it was infinity, now it is 6 and 7 respectively. So these two paths are taken. So we have done this with green. I don't know if green is visible. Let me take black, like this. Okay, so these two paths are taken first. So now come to number 2. So now it was infinity and infinity, now it is changed to 6 and 7. So now this is 6 and 7. So from 6, see the outgoing edge. So from 6, the outgoing edges are this minus, this is minus 4 is there. So 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay, so this is it. Then 7, from 7 the outgoing edge is here minus 3. See here minus 3 is there. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, so why we haven't taken this 6 and 5? 6 plus 5 would have given 11, but 11 is greater than 4, so we have taken 4. So this path is taken. 7 to minus 3, 4 is taken. So this is our next step. So now our we are not using infinity anyways, so this is our second step. So now third step. So let's see. So now 0 to 7 as it is, so 7 to 4 as it is there. So now here is a change. Okay, this is a twist. Okay, so from 0 to t, the previous value was here 6. Okay, so previous value was 6. 0 to I mean not 0 to t, s to t, the value was 6. So it can be changed, it can come down to as 2. Okay, how it is coming? See, from 7 s to, this was y, this is z, this is t, and this is x. Okay, so s to y value is 7. From 7 to this x, 7 minus 3 is 4. So now 4 to this particular t, we can go to in this way, in this directed path. So 4 minus 2 is basically 2. So we are changing it to 6 was greater than 2. So we are taking the 2. So the minimum edge weight is taken. So the cost is now 2. So from s to t, we can reach fire like this way, this way, this way, like this. From the the plane way was s to t was direct was 6, but if we go indirectly, the cost is less. So this way we are taking. So this way, this and this. Okay, so this was our third step. So fourth step, I haven't drawn the graph because it wasn't enough space. So it is nothing, just look at this. Okay, so now okay, so here we were here, right? So this was our 2. Okay, so now s, y, y to x, x to t. So this was our 2. So if we take this path from 2 to z, from 2 to z, if we are taking this path, this is minus 4. 2 minus 4, it is coming down to as minus 2. We can change 2 to as minus 2. See, minus 2 is lesser than 2 obviously. Okay, so this is coming down to as minus 2. Like this, you can come down. The minimum cost is here. So now not much questions are asked, but anyway we did an example. I hope this is helpful to you. And there is another algorithm is present, then we will do PYQs. Okay, so I hope you have loved watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. So it's just a request. Okay, I'm telling you more now, so sorry for that. And please watch these videos, and then we will move on to PYQs, and then please start test series. Okay, in every video I am telling you this, from it is almost July, just a day or two left. So please start your test series, and PYQs I will do with me. Please do all the PYQs I am doing, and the rest you also do. So some I will do, and the rest whatever is left you all do this PYQs and then test series. Okay, so like this, please go on.